Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us for another top marathon tips video. Today we're going to be talking about lots of tips and tricks that you can put in practice now, so when you get to your race day it's going to be an unresounding success, which I'm sure it will be. So sit back, relax, let's get stuck into this. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button down below and let us know down in the comments, what marathon are you training for? For me, I'm training for Manchester Marathon, documenting all my training to get back under that 2:30 mark. Right, let's have a chat about race day nutrition. Now, it's really important to research what the race is going to be giving out at their official aid stations throughout the course. And then if you want to use their race day nutrition, make sure you practice with it during your sessions and your long runs to make sure it works with your body. If it doesn't, or you want to take your own nutrition around the course, you're going to have to find a way to carry that. Now, I like to use a band around my waist, but there's all sorts of different things. We'll link to a few of our favourites down below for transporting that around the course. There really is no one gel that will work for everybody, so it's all about experimenting with lots of different things. We always recommend X Miles here in the UK for a great website where you can buy lots of different gels and just in singles as well, and experiment with them, because yeah, you can get a lot of GI issues and distress and that sort of thing with some of them. So practice, 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 and it will all come good on race day. The final thing with nutrition is to practice taking water from cups or bottles. Again, research what the race are doing when you are moving and when you are running. For me, I like to put a stationary table out and just practice running up to it, grabbing a bottle or a cup, drinking it and carrying on. It's really good to practice. It's not a natural thing to do, but it can be a really good thing to implement in some of your sessions and your longer runs. Now, something that is often overlooked for race day success, but I think is so important, is planning your race day weeks or if not months in advance. And what I mean by that is, how are you getting to the start line? Where are you staying before the race? How are you traveling to the city or the town that you're going to for the race? Getting all that travel and accommodation booked in is so important. Another top tip I like to do is, in the days leading up to the race, just redo the route that I'm going to be taking from my hotel to the start line. When you get up in the morning of race day, you just want this to all be second nature, and it can be so stressful worrying about these other factors when you should just be concentrating on your race. Also, planning the food that you're going to be having in the days leading up to the race, and that more important meal in the afternoon stroke evening the night before the race. Are the hotel going to be giving out what you want, or are you going to need to take some supplies to the race? And of course, that race day breakfast as well, something that's super easy that you can make in your hotel. And then finally, where are you going to be meeting your friends and family? Are they going to be out on the course at the end? All the people around you are going to be looking for you for all of these sort of answers, and it just adds again to that race day stress. So now we've got some time, maybe 8-10 weeks out from race day. Get all these things in place now, get them booked, and come race day you'll be there ready, prepared to run that amazing race. Now, of course, there's lots of things that can go wrong on race day. That's why you're watching this video, to eliminate all of that. And if it's not some GI issues and some nutrition stuff, the most common thing that I find is things like blisters and things that go wrong with your kit. So it's so important now, weeks and weeks out from the race, is to start practicing in that kit you want to use on race day. And by kit, I mean the singlet you want to wear, the shorts you want to wear, the sports bra you want to wear, the knickers, the underwear, the socks, and the all-important shoes that you want to wear for race day. Start doing that research, speak to some people, look at some reviews, look at some of my reviews, and see what you think is the very best thing that you want for race day. And of course, that all-important hat from benparks.com, the best running hats in the business. Now, where so many people go wrong on race day is they get their pacing all wrong, usually going off way too fast, get a little bit excited on the day. Now, I think it's so important to practice our race day goal pacing during our training. Now, I like to do this in two different ways. Is to practice it on my long runs by splitting my long run up into sections where I have easy pace section and then marathon goal pace sections. I usually like to do this in 5k blocks, so 5k easy, 5k marathon pace, 5k easy, 5k marathon pace. It gets our body used to running at that pace, what it feels like. Alternatively, you can do some sort of temporary runs during the week, which might be 1 or 2 miles at warming up, and then a little block around about 5, 6, 7k at our marathon pace, and then a little chilled recovery afterwards. Now, if you're not sure what your marathon race pace is going to be, you can always have a look at what we recommend, the Jack Daniels VDOT calculator. Put in some race performances from maybe 5, 10 or half marathons and races like that, and then it will tell you what it thinks is going to be a good time for you to go on race day. And finally, pacing is all great on a lovely flat course, but not every course is flat. So what I'd recommend is make sure you do a lot of research on your race day course. See where those hills are, see where you might want to break your race up into, okay, in this section we're going to do this pace, and then we're going to slow down a little bit through the hilly section. Especially important in some courses like the Boston Marathon, where you might want to pace things slightly different throughout the race. And finally, just having a little chat about recovery and maintenance through the whole training program. Now, something I really like to do, and it's what's really worked for me, is to make sure I have something within that 30 minutes of finishing every single run I go on. And that tends to be just a quick shake, add in some fruit, some bananas and things like that. I'll put a recipe down below of what I usually like to have. One thing I've really worked on over the last few years is getting a massage. Now, I do treat myself to a massage every couple of weeks, and I think it pays absolute dividends, enabling me to do the running that I do. Now, that is a bit of a luxury, but I say at least, if you can afford it, at least every 6 to 8 weeks through this training block. A really good sports massage will really keep you going, and it really helps keep those injuries at bay. And also, I've added a dedicated stretching session now once a week that I just take about half an hour of my day and add that stretching routine in. It's really helping increase my flexibility. I would like to do some more yoga as well. It is definitely recommended. Follow along with things like Adrienne's yoga on YouTube, or getting out to your local yoga session. And then finally, doing some core exercises really help building that core that supports our whole upper body as we run, and it's so important for that stability and keep us running faster for longer. So there we have it, guys, a few top tips, hopefully some different things from the usual for you to think about to get that race day success, which I know you will. And as always, please check out and report back to me. I'd love to know the success you're having with your running, and if you've got some other tips and tricks to help other runners out there, let us know down in the comments your best tips for marathon success. So thank you to all the Patreon legends, the YouTube supporters here on the channel, making the magic happen. We really appreciate the support. Please check out the website, the latest gear, technicals, t-shirts, and of course, the best running hats in the business that really help power you through to that race day success. Right, that's it, guys. Good luck with your training, and we will see you in the next one.